assume 6. Oh, okay. Numbers. Numbers, huh? No, alright, it'd be 5.33, so even better. So if I did kick it up to 6 pixels per click, then that wouldn't be as bad as 8 pixels per click, or 8 pixels per second, 4 pixels per click. Excuse me. So that might be the compromise, right? And worst case scenario, like 10 minutes is that, like, yeah. So this would be like 10.6 minutes, which is enough. Because again, again, 10.6 minutes is going to be the worst case scenario. So in the best case scenario, it would only take 5.33 minutes, and in the average scenario, it'll still be like what? That's like 7 or like 8 minutes, right? And 8 minutes is less than 10 minutes, which is the fastest that events can happen like that. So that would be entirely satisfactory. Uh, it'd just be really nice if I could keep it at 2 pixels per click. Uh, I mean, maybe I should try 3 pixels per click just to see what it's like, because it might be that it is totally satisfactory. Nah, it won't be. I know it won't be. It'll be a compromise if I have to do that. Uh, but it might be a worthwhile compromise. It'd be nice if I could do. Oh no, I was gonna say it'd be nice if I could do like even smaller intervals, blah, 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 smaller intervals, because like I mean I don't know. I just like what if like what's the number where it's like what's the worst case scenario here? Like so yeah, what number? So like 6 gives like 5 point something. So what about like 5? What's 5 give? 6.4. It's like 5.4. 5.35. I'm basically trying to figure out like what gives exactly 6, because I don't know. I like I just really don't want to. I want it to be as like slow as possible. And like so technically the pixels are integers, but like I can make it so that it moves like 3 pixels one frame and then 2 pixels the next frame and then 3 pixels the next frame and 2 pixels or something. I don't know. I was just like trying to preserve that. I mean, the other thing I could just do is to change the timing of the events. Uh, I mean, yeah, I could make it less extreme. Like right now, it's 15 minutes or 10 minutes, but instead I could make it like I don't know, like 13 minutes or 12 minutes. I don't even know if that's like. I mean, that was like a thing that I put in at one point, and I don't even know if it. Uh, I, pixels. Uh, okay. Sorry. Um, I, uh, yeah, I don't know if this. I don't know if the timing variance actually like really adds much to the game. I don't know if it's even like really perceptible or like meaningful. I Yeah, I think actually no, you know what I can say is that it's the least proven aspect of the game. The visuals easy to tell the value. The environment event correlation thing that we've been talking about for a while, like so worth it. It's gonna be super worth it. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna love it. The whole world will rejoice. Um, but the variance between events, like totally unproven. Like if it has a value, it's totally not perceptible. I don't think, and it might be the sort of thing that like once it's gone, it's like, yeah, I guess it was kind of nice. But worst case scenario, I can always just bring it back uh, and then change the art. But I don't think I'll ever get to the point where I liked it so much that I uh, I want to sacrifice the art like that. So yeah, fortunately, this is also really easy to tune and to tweak because we have oh, cool. What type of game are you working on, Hipster Dragon? Uh, but yeah, I have a what is it? It's like I have a variable somewhere. Event timescale. Oh no, I thought no, I have a variable that I use with event timescale. I don't have a variable that controls the possible outcomes of event timescale. So maybe I should put one in. Yeah, why not? I don't care. All right, uh, so, huh? Yeah, I could just put in what like wait, where am I? Background layer. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm right here. All right, so event duration, event time, event. Oh no, await time scale. Event duration. No, not event duration. Event cooldown, right? Yeah, event cooldown. Okay, so event time scale. What's time scale long? Equals one. I don't know. I'll figure that out in a second. So, because also event. Whoops, there are too many underscores here. Because then also event time scale short. Oh yeah, yeah. So all right, let's go. Yeah, let's say. So I want event time scale short. To be. I want event time scale short to be 12 minutes. I want the minimum to be 12 minutes. Because if we're guaranteed 12 minutes, then we might not literally make it through the entire transition, but we'll be at least halfway through the transition. Worst case scenario, we'll be halfway through the transition. Because worst case scenario, the transition will take 16 minutes, and as long as we're 12 minutes through it. Now, you know what? Maybe I won't even do that. Maybe I'll just, Yeah, I'm just gonna try skipping the event timescale, I think. Yeah? Yeah. Probably just gonna skip the event timescale. And like I said, if I feel like bringing it back at some point, I always can. There's nothing that's gonna prevent me from doing that. All right, so event timescale. So I'm not gonna stop setting it or anything. Well, I mean, I guess I should, but like, I don't care. No, what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna not consider it. So I'll just I don't know. Like I said, like there's just the slimmest chance that like maybe I'll take it out and the game will feel worse or like feel weird or bad or for some reason. Uh, Event. Where is it? It's So it's the event. It's down here where we are calculating the outcome of the event. Yeah, here we go. All right. So event timescale. We're setting it to all these crazy values or whatever, and then we end up using it down at the end here when we calculate. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna so instead of like undoing any of that other stuff, I'm just gonna say that's the first time we reference it, right? We set it up there. But then I'm just going to say event time scale equals 1. I'm just going to, whatever, why does it keep capitalizing the S and scale? Yeah, no, so whatever we calculate it to be, we just set it back to 1. And then, yeah. Okay, so save that. I won't restart the script right now, but now we are good to go. Um, because now, yeah. So the other thing about the event timescale is if you failed the event, it would actually take a lot longer for the next event to happen. Like if you completely, oh yeah, Mardicus. I walk on and off, or like yeah, I use this thing on and off. So the engine I'm using for this is for the graphics. I'm using Pygame for as the graphics engine. I also use it for audio, but I'm thinking of finding a better solution for audio because like it doesn't work a lot of the time. Like there's only like two sound effects in this game, and like one of them just like half the time it just does anything. So, uh, yeah. um, uh, so, oh, wait, maybe you weren't even asking me. What were other people talking about with engines and stuff? Hold on, let me catch up on chat real quick. Uh, so, oh yeah, I asked Hipster Dragon what type of game they were making, and oh, horror game, okay. Uh, floats are not accurate enough for a space game engine. No, doubles are not accurate enough either. Huh, that's tough. Uh, floats are not accurate. What is it that you're trying to do with your space game that doubles aren't accurate enough for? Uh, is it like yeah, I've never run into that case myself, so I can't even like I'm like trying to. It's probably something really obvious, right? If you've ever made a space game, but maybe it's just because I never made a space game before. Um, huh. Uh, all right. So yeah, all right. So we're good. We're good. The future is saved. Now we can do whatever we want with event outcomes. We can have random outcomes mixed with, transitions, mixed with like conflicting transitions, and everything will just work out great. So I like that. I just like stuff like that because I don't know. It just opens the most. It just keeps the most doors open, and I think I mean like so one of the things about this game is that there's a fixed content set, right? At any given time, there's only so much character art in the game. Like it's constantly growing, it's always expanding, but there's at any given time there's a fixed amount, and so I just like that. I like having the option to make an yeah. I like someday I want to make an event where one of the outcomes will send you in one direction, one of the outcomes will send you in the other direction, and like I don't know. um, you how did you level up just by talking? You do gain some passive experience just by hanging out. So if you've just been hanging out in the channel, like everyone in the channel is like on this adventure, which is why you see your character walking across the screen, even if you're not participating in events. And so you do get some experience just for adventuring. You do get you can level up that way. So that's valid. Um, so 64-bit integer to get millimeter accuracy over a 2 light year distance. Why do you need millimeter accuracy though? Like, couldn't you just use like? Can you just fudge it? um, like, is there ever something that you need to actually get uh that close on? I don't know. I mean, again, like I've never thought about these things before, so it's fun for me to hear about what you're working on because like the only other way I'd find out is if I were to like try it myself, and who knows, maybe I will someday. Um, is it like an MMO or something? Because like if something's if something is 2 light years away, why can't it? Like, who cares where it is, right? It could be like it could be like 10-mile accuracy difference, right? I mean, unless I guess if you have like faster than light travel, then no, even I don't know. Even then, it's like unless yeah, I guess if it's an MMO and you have faster than light travel, I guess like that would make sense because then you have to have like some uh I've laughed once or twice in my lifetime. um, so, um, you know what's funny is I completely missed that fact. The 2 light year as measurement for the solar system. Um, uh, wait. No. Sorry. Chant. Sorry for mispronouncing your name, but what I mean is like if I'm 2 light years away, it doesn't matter where the asteroid is because if if I get close to the asteroid, I'm now less than 2 light years away, which means I can uh, if I can fly near it because we're no longer at a like let's say under 2 light years you have millimeter accuracy, and then over 2 light years you have like mile accuracy, right? Like in order to fly near the asteroid, first you have to fly towards the asteroid, and by flying towards the asteroid, you become closer to it, right? So as long as that's why I was saying like that's why that's the first thing I thought was like faster than light travel, right? Because if you have faster than travel, then like hypothetically you could get next to the asteroid like in a frame. But even if you could get next to the asteroid in a frame, there's still the ambiguity of like who cares where that asteroid actually was? Like at that distance, like um just who know, fudge it. Like just say no, it wasn't at that one. It was at this other. It was at this other. You know, like non-millimeter precise. If it's an MMO or if it's multiplayer, like such that you actually like you can't just make up where things are. Yeah. Uh, oh yeah. What is an Oort cloud? Uh, oh yeah. So it was a. Well, I guess I'll just repost the link. I don't tend to repost links, but in that case, yeah. Oh, it's an MMO. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yikes! Yeah, it sounds like fun. I do not envy you. Uh, what if you just used a? So are you? I don't know if maybe this is what you're doing, but like, are you just using like more data? Just like, just like using a like an integer squared or something. Like two. There's basically like two integers, like one for the broad stroke, one for the fine detail or something, or not integer float or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not very creative, so I think that's what I probably would do in that situation. Um, so, wait, what is this about? Sumerian texts? uh, hey, Gervanicus, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, I wait, yesterday? Uh, do you mean Saturday? Saturday was fun. Saturday was good times. I don't know if anyone actually cares, but I'm gonna share the link to the panel video again, cause I don't know, cause I feel like it, cause whatever, cause I can, I guess. Uh, oops. All right, I'm not gonna show it on stream though. But that was that. The link the video that I just linked was I hosted a panel at PAX East, and it was cool. It was interesting. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, well, I liked it. It was weird, and like I was so nervous, and like you'll see in the video, like, well, for one thing, the video is my stupid face the whole time. because I was streaming from my laptop, and I was at the podium, and but so yeah, so I was like spazzing out the whole time, or sorry, I was like freaking out the whole time, and I think it went well though. Like I think it was entertaining, which is the important part. So uh, yeah, it was. I liked it. It was fun. Good times. I would do it again, and I'd probably do better next time. Uh, uh, so yeah, the video is mostly just audio. Like it's, I mean, the link that I posted, it's mostly just the audio. So like you probably don't want to pay attention to the video. The one thing that the video has is at the end of the panel, the audience asks questions, and the audience asks questions. So like the mic didn't pick up the audience questions very well, so I annotated it. Like I put text on the screen so that you can get what the audience is saying. Yeah, yeah. So I should probably get back to work and like do something because I've been like talking for a while. I mean, so like it's useful because like I now have answers, but I haven't been like making any material. This is definitely a pirate farmer, a pirate farmer, or a farmer pirate. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely very pirate inspired. I think probably because I spent the earlier part talking about pirates and stuff. Uh, that's fine though. I think it's really like the vest. I think that makes it piratey too. So if I could come up with like something other than that vest, then maybe it wouldn't be so piratey. Uh, maybe. What would it look like if it was just the shirt? What if it wasn't like the vest at all? What if it was literally like just the shirt? Maybe that would make it less piratey. Uh, if I give him a little bit of a belly. Uh, I mean, yeah, that's like really boring, and I don't think I want it to be like quite like that, or like quite so plain. But I think that does make it a little less piratey. I don't know. This is probably fine how it is though. I have nothing against your ideas per se, but I have nothing for your ideas either. Is the tough part. Just because, yeah, I cannot. I'm not in a position where I can do anything with that. But so uh, sounds like fun. Public resignations, cool. Uh, Doop-a-doop. Oh, physics programming. Oh, how good do you need to know physics at programming? Yeah, yeah. Lawrence question is definitely on track. Uh, because like yeah, the extent to which you need to understand anything in order to be a programmer varies depending on what you're making. Like there's nothing that you really need to understand in order to be a programmer. As long as you understand programming, right? You can figure the rest out. Um, sorry, I missed that part of the chat. But so am I making the pirate now? Is it time? Or the okay, apparently he's officially a pirate now. Am I making the am I making this character now? I guess I could. I guess the oh I keep drawing on the wrong layer. Always perpetually drawing on the wrong layer. Uh, but other than that, mhm. Where's my tool panel keep disappearing? I swear I'm not like doing anything crazy with it, but so new layer. Yeah, so one thing that'll be a little bit weird is the transition between these two outfits because they're very, I don't know, they're not very similar. So like, what do I swap out first, right? Like the way I tend to do it is like the hat tends to get swapped out first, but like I think it's gonna be a little bit weird if I like if I go from this to like or excuse me if I go from wait I didn't do that right. But I like this. I don't know. This seems like a weird mix, and I guess like it's gonna be just a little bit weird. Oh, you know what I could do? I could give the sickle first. I could just right off the bat, like I could just give this dude the sickle, and then go from there. Because it's gonna be weird either way. Like no matter how I do it, it's gonna be a little bit weird. So I might as well just like embrace the weirdness. I don't know. I'm just curious to see what the character would look like holding the sickle. Uh, Wait, what? Oh, wrong way. Uh, no, that's fine. So it's just gonna be a slightly weird transition because like, I mean, I kind of did that to myself. Like I said to myself like I want something that's very different, right? And so to get from one thing to a very different thing, you need to, I don't know, maybe take a few odd steps along the way. But this will work. This will work out. Maybe I'll start with the like arm wraps or something. Start with something just like iconic, but that won't completely like something iconic about the new look, but that won't completely like override the previous look. Because if I put in the arm wraps, right, that's like I think that'd work okay. And then well, let's see how that looks. Uh, because that's the case where we're like, oh, again, I keep doing that. I mean, I keep hitting the wrong layer. Yeah, so like great. So I give him the arm wraps, right? So that's like strange. That's a little bit strange, but then and then I think, but at this point, like just swapping out the hat was like weird, and it gave the it just like kind of threw off the look. But I think like because I've already given the wrist guards, then it won't be as weird to change out the hat at this point. Like because then the next step would be looking like oops, what the heck? I'm holding the modifier key, you jerk. Get modified. Why are you not getting modified? You jerk. Oh, I'm holding the wrong modifier key. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, so then if I swap out the helm, like it still looks a little weird, right? It's still like mismatched between the most of the outfit. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right. So I start plotting this out, I suppose. So where is our events or no equipment order list? So we just got the owl. So then we can go like arm wraps, I'll call them. Because I think I already have like wrist wraps or something. So arm wraps, and then what is this? What is this hat? I don't actually know. I mean, I think it's I don't know. I don't know what this is exactly. It's like a I don't know. I'll call it just a head wrap. I don't know. All right, and then what would I swap out after that? I could give the sickle at that point, or I could just swap out the. Oh yeah, I think the last thing that we got from the previous outfit was the jacket, so I might want to wait to get rid to like swap out the jacket. Although I could yeah. I mean I could so I don't have to give the sickle though. I could swap out the pants. Oops. I could do that. Yeah, sure. Swap out the pants, and then yeah, like I said, I don't want to. Oh, I don't have to get rid of the jacket. Actually, I can swap out the pants, and then I can swap out the. Oh, I was gonna say swap out the shirt, but no, swapping out the shirt would be really boring because the only thing that happens when you swap out the shirt is that the sleeve changes color slightly. And I mean, if I wanted to, I could. Oops. Wait, what? Oh, right. No, I already deleted that. Right. I can't use the same technique to restart. Um, yeah, I guess I could have swapped out the sleeve like back when I swapped out the arm guards. So actually, hmm. When I swapped out the arm guards, I could have actually swapped out the entire. I could have swapped out the entire like shirt deal, kind of. I guess. Uh, like basically just oops. Doop 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 doop. Um, yeah. Oh, so I got rid of this arm guard. Like that, I guess. Just like, yeah. I don't know if there's going to necessarily be a better time, I guess is what I'm thinking. That maybe. I don't think there's going to be like another opportunity where there's like, I mean, if I just use the, if I just swap out the shirt at some point, that'd be like a very, oh no, you know what? I'll swap out the shirt when I give the sickle. Because like the sickle is something nice and interesting, and the shirt is something very subtle and like very like not it's not going to be a major change. It's just like the sleeve changes color slightly, and the shirt itself changes color slightly, but other than that, like it's not a major change. So, or I could do. I mean, I still haven't actually changed the shoes. The shoes actually don't change between these outfits, which is fine because it actually works for both. But I don't know. I might want to change out the shoes, and then so I could do like the shirt and shoes at the same time or something. I'm just like basically trying to think of a way to make that level not super boring. The one where you get the shirt. Uh, so. Um, the stone wall encircling the property leads around to a cemetery set atop a hill before a sprawling vista. Nice look. Nice. um, Alright, I've been thinking about this plenty. I should probably like start taking action. Because like, I don't know. Alright, so arm wraps, head wrap, what were the other things? Oh yeah, so I want to hold off from swapping out the jacket, so so we can do leg wraps. We're getting all wrapped up. Leg wraps, which also includes the pants. Well, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to. I could do the leg wraps could like literally just wrap the legs and then and then I could do the shirt and the legs together. That might make it slightly less boring. So it'd be like, oops, wrong layer. Always the wrong layer. So it'd be like, yeah, because the other thing I was thinking is like as soon as I get rid of or the other reason I was like kind of thinking of those two as related is because those are the last semblances of the yellow color, like the sleeve and the legs, or like the like once after the wrist gets wrapped, those last places that you actually see that color. So it kind of makes sense to have it like, yeah, the yellow. So the yellow would persist briefly, and they could all get swapped out at the same time. But that I don't know. That kind of makes the leg wraps a little bit unexciting, or like they're not very special. I mean, they're probably slightly more interesting than just swapping out the shirt, but still a little chintzy. So maybe I should, like, I keep telling myself like I should make different boots, but like those are actually the boots that or like these are actually the shoes that I want for the outfit. So, um, what could I do? What to do? What to be doing? Oh, maybe I should just embrace the piracy and like give this person like bling or something. Like, give him like a nice gold chain or something. Like, something like rich looking. Like, the fun thing about pirates is that they look poor and rich at the same time. Because they're like, I don't know. At least that's like, because when you think of like pirates, you think of like these scruffy, like scraggly looking, like, "Arr." But then you also think of like gold and like stuff like that. So maybe I should just play into that. I mean, I'm definitely at that point. Like our character's no longer a pirate, or no longer a farmer, because you don't tend to associate farmers with like rich, luxurious things. All right, I'm like kind of overthinking this, so I don't think I really need to. Oh yeah, getting rid of the jacket. Yeah, you get rid of the jacket when you get the sickle. So all right, so what if it went leg wraps? So arm wraps, head wrap, leg wraps, uh, shirt, shirt and shirt. So it's the shirt and slacks, or like whatever those legs are. Uh, at the same time, what is that? I'm just gonna like plain clothes because that's really what it is. Plain clothes, and then so lastly, the vests, or the vest is not going to involve a level up, because the vest is actually just to get rid of the jacket, and then the sickle you get at the same level. Those things are called sickles, right? I haven't been saying the wrong thing the whole time, right? Sickle. Yeah, that's what they're called. Totally a sickle. A pirate sickle. Excuse me. So arm wraps, head wrap, leg wrap, plain clothes, yeah, sickle. I feel like there should be one more thing. So, what would be like? A sickle is like a cool thing a farmer has, and then like, all right, what would it look like if I gave the? Oh, sorry, I'm gonna shift my tablet around one more time, because, gosh, I sure love shifting stuff around. Apparently, all right. What would this character look like with some manner of like I'm just putting the bonus back on because I was reminded of like bling or whatever. What would this character look like with like a gold something? Huge gold chain. No. What would this character look like with like some sort of like gold? Well, for one thing, that's the wrong color. It's not like what gold looks like. But for another thing, I really don't see this working. Not really. I don't know. Gold? No, like when I see this character, I don't think like this person should have. And I don't know. I mean, I like playing with like expectation and like doing things that you wouldn't necessarily expect, but it just doesn't really seem right to give the character like something like that. My gut says probably not the right call. I don't know though. I'm gonna try and render it a little bit, see how it strikes me. So yeah. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice to see you, Vara. I should probably just like I don't know if that's an okay thing to say, but like I'm not gonna pronounce the first half of your name correctly, no matter how many times I try. But yeah, no, it was nice to see you. Good luck with your space floats. Floating in floating in space. Excuse me. Yeah, nah, this isn't right. I don't actually even want it either, to be honest. Like that piece, like the only reason I really started thinking about that is because it occurred to me like the feet were a little bit plain, and so like one way I could change it would be by adding like a buckle. Actually, that's okay. It's not bad. Yeah, maybe I'll just change the boots in a very subtle manner by just like adding a buckle to them. So I don't know. I just keep thinking like there's got to be something else I can add. How about glasses? Perfect. Perfect. No, glasses would be bigger. They'd be like, because we have big eyes. um, there's just like usually there's like something going on. Like I guess I could do like I don't know, like a cape or something, or like I don't know. I really don't. Uh, I've gotten to the point where like the characters, like some of the characters in the game have been like at least a little bit cool, and so because you've been at least a little bit cool by this point, I don't want to make a character that's like not at least a little bit cool. Uh, like just at this point, it feels like this character would be like kind of a step down. So I just need to find that. I guess I don't really need to per se, because like the game's also about variety, but I want to find that extra something. Uh, Did I ever give a character a belt? I keep saying I should give the character a belt, and then I never actually give the... Oh, good, I gave the character a belt this time. I say I should give the character a belt, and then I never actually. I should give this character a belt. I mean, I want to, but it's actually not rendering very well. Like, it's just making the rest of the shape look weird. I could, I need, I don't want to take, like, I feel like the character looks too much like a pirate, so I don't necessarily want to take more inspiration from, like, piracy. And the other source of inspiration for this character was farming, but I don't know how to make a farmer look cool, necessarily. I mean, like, there are things, like, I don't mean that as a diss against farmers, but, I just, like, farmers don't tend to wear capes, I guess is the tough part. That's what I'm grappling with. If farmers wore capes, this would be a lot easier to, to to get figured out. Yeah, so big crazy hat was like the only thing I could think of, but that doesn't really even accomplish it. Wait, what if it wasn't like a big crazy hat? What if it was like uh what if it was like doop doop. What if it was like actually wait, I'll pick this color because it's a little slightly darker. What if there's like a I don't know exactly where I'm going with this. And it seems a little weird to like because we already replaced the head slot item, so it seems a little weird to me to be even considering like another hat. And also I can't draw it with this bonus here. Hopefully I'll remember to justify the bonus later on, but I can't do that right now. What if our character had like a hat? That looks weird because there's the headband there, or like there's like the head wrap. So it's weird to have like a hat and a head wrap. I was thinking of like where's another place that I could add like something silver, and the only other place I could think was like be like there. But that is weird. That's admittedly very weird. So I probably shouldn't. Wait, no, that's not what I meant to do. I probably should. Oops. No, not clone stamp tool. I probably should not. Yeah, because even if I did have like, or whatever, like, even if I did find a way to make like a hat not look weird, there'd still be the bonus badge, whatever. That would just like, I don't know. I don't think this is the right. I don't think this is the right way to go. I don't know. Maybe if I changed how the head wrap looks. Maybe it wouldn't look so weird if the head wrap looked cooler. I don't know. Hey, Frodo's present. So I mean, I could just change the hat. I don't have to have like the hat be that head wrap. I could just have the hat be like that other type of hat that I was drawing just then. What if it was that instead? Oh yeah, actually, yeah. So what if it was just this? It was like, what if it was like this and didn't have the thing on the front? What if it was just like this? If it was just like that. That's slightly less, I don't know, that's slightly more interesting, I feel like. It's definitely not what I was expecting or what I was thinking of, but it makes the character look slightly less, like, schma. Slightly more special, I guess, or like, I don't know. I'm kind of trying to make the character look like a pilgrim. Kind of. Not really. But like, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I'm like picturing this band around the hat, but like none of the colors that I'm using for it look quite right. I guess that's probably the closest. And I'll have to do. I mean, like I'll have to do a much better job of rendering all this stuff, but especially the head wrap because, yeah. I don't know. This is fun. This is probably fun. I like this. I think this is good. This is totally fun. All right. So, oh well. I mean, like, the position of the bonus is a little off. I think because the hat is like, yeah, because the hat is like resting on top of the. I might just call it fine, anyways. Like hypothetically, like in this case, I would want the bonus to like be up here. I think that would look better. But I mean, I could dynamically relocate the or like not dynamically, but I could relocate. I could like instead of having the bonus items have like a excuse me. Instead of the bonus items having like a fixed position, I could have their position change based on the other pieces of equipment. That might be nice to have especially at some point. Like if I ever came up with like a hat that just like literally, or like a headpiece of some sort that just literally did not work with the bonuses, like that could be helpful. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go with this, I guess. So, so you get the sickle, and then you get the hat. Oh, I can't just call it hat. So like, what type of hat is that though? I'm not just gonna call it the farmer hat because I don't know. I really don't. Uh, so wait, that represents 6 levels. You know what? I'm gonna give the yeah, no, leg wraps. So plain clothes, yeah, no. So leg wraps actually is gonna include the legs and not just the pants, but the plain clothes is the thing that I think I'll give the farmer hat and the plain clothes at the same time. Uh, so plain clothes and farmer hat. I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking I would like give the pants with the leg wraps and then give the shirt with the. No, whatever. I'm spending too much time on this. Still doesn't feel super complete. Still feel. I don't know. I still feel like it should have like a little extra something. But I guess this is fine. So like. I think because of the hat now, like now when I look at this character, and I think it's because the hat and the shoe buckles. When I look at this character, I see like a mafioso influence on it now, which is fine. I don't care. I like my characters to be like somewhat curious. Like I like them to be well, like this, like. Oh, I keep trying. Oh, you know, it's actually kind of helpful is that I drew the hat on the wrong layer. Because I was like, oh, I accidentally drew over my headgear, and now I don't feel like undoing that. But actually, yeah, that's actually convenient. I now have that on a separate layer. So, I will though. Oops, I will though move this to the to another layer because the first order of business for anachronistic? Yeah, sure. Yeah, like things that make the character well, kind of like you know, because if okay, like if everything like completely made sense, like I like things that are intuitive, right? I like specifically I like game systems that are intuitive, but for anything that like for any like creative endeavor, I like things that don't 100% like work or like not that they don't work but they don't like 100% make sense or like that there's something like a little bit peculiar about them. Like for example, like I have no clue what this character even is. Like this character, I like the only thing I really know to call this character is the cook because that's like what this character was originally. I guess like at this point he's more like a no, I have no clue. Um but if I'd made like a literal cook, like earlier when I was like looking at like stuff like a literal blacksmith or like a literal lumberjack, like I part of the reason I didn't like those things is because they were like very like it's like, yeah, you see that character and like, yeah, that's a blacksmith. It's like, so what? I don't know. With this weirdo character, I think there's at least like a little bit of interest. Like, you look at the weirdo character and you're like, I don't know. There's something to see there. It's not just the same old. All right. Anyways, so I decided the wrist wraps would go first. So that's part of the hands. Yeah, I can do that entirely by replacing the hands layers. So hands layers 2 or hands layer. Let's do hands layer 0 first. So basically, I mean, I could go back and wait, what? Oh yeah, I put it. Oh yeah, I put it. Yeah, maybe I'll just start over with the hands. Because there's nothing about these. There's nothing about these hands that I'll be preserving except for like the hand part itself. But all right, whatever. Journey equipment. Hands. Yes, let's open these. And actually, I guess I can just line these up manually. So layer 30. I think that's lined up. Yes, it is. Alright, so hide this layer. Yeah, get rid of the sleeve, and then I can just put the wrist straps up. Oh, actually, I'm gonna bring back the owl a little bit. Wait, how am I gonna do this? Because actually, the owl is what I was like color picking from for the browns, and so I'll just like put a nice color splotch here so I can color pick from up here. All right. There we go. All right. What was it? Where did I? Oh, did I put that on the chest layer? Weird. I don't know why I did that, but whatever. Uh, Wrist straps. Uh, I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna look that up. Uh, uh, I don't get that reference, but I'm gonna say yes. Yes, indeed, that is what my cook is. I'll be honest, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but yes, you're 100% correct. I assume what you're saying is very witty, but I. I just. Sorry, I'm not actually going anywhere. I'm going to turn off the microphone for 1 second, but I'll be right back. I'm not actually going anywhere. Sorry for the delay. All right. So. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. That is. So okay. Yeah, the reason that's a very good question. Uh. The the reason that I'm drawing over the cook now is because all of the upgrades in this game are incremental. So when you get these wrist wraps that I'm drawing now, this is what the rest of your character will look like. So the yeah, so one of my goals when I'm drawing these characters is to get the new armor sets to look cool. But the other goal that I like try and maintain along the way is to get the character, because like yes, the transitions between armor sets are some of the most awkward phases for a character in this game. So I basically yeah, I draw it like this because I want to do as much as I can to like make it at least work, even if it's not like the most spectacular looking combination of armor in the game, as long as it at least like as long as it at least goes okay, right? Like worst case scenario, it would like not only like not look interesting, but also it would like literally like the assets would like conflict or like not work correctly. Like they would look, they would like render weirdly, like like things would like overlap each other that shouldn't overlap each other, and like weird stuff like that. So that'd be like the worst case scenario, and then like best case scenario, like it might actually. That's also why I spend some time like putting this list together. Is like, you know, if instead of starting with the arm wraps, if like the first thing I replaced was the farmer hat, which is actually the first thing I drew as changed, it just looked weird. Like it just looked, I don't know, it didn't look the way I wanted it to. Like too much of a too much of a disconnect. So by giving the wrist wraps instead, uh, so by giving the wrist wraps first instead, uh, I we're preserving more of the original look while introducing pieces of the new look. So that way, when we replace the headpiece, it looks a little like it. Hopefully, like the idea is that hopefully it'll look a little more integrated at that point, like a little more like it's part of something, and not just like some random swap. Yeah, the other thing to consider when making these decisions, the other thing that I consider when I make these decisions is like the coolness or like the equity between the swap. Like this hat is really cool, but the head wrap that I was replacing with was not really cool. So, uh, yeah. So the reason I'm going with the wrist wraps instead is that they're kind of cool, and they're not replacing anything. Like they're just replacing the sleeve. So like I don't know. It's supposed to be like a net positive, and that's my goal for it, anyways. And right, so in order to keep it a positive, I also, like I was saying before, I wanted to look at least okay. It looks weird. Like this person was like very dignified, and now their arms are wrapped in leather, and I don't know what that means, but whatever. Um, all right, so yeah, the other thing I'll do with the other hands is add a new layer here, copy and paste this here, and put this down here so it lines up. I think that's lined up, right? Yeah. And then get rid of the old version. And then this wrist wrap will be a lot simpler because there's actually no detail on this wrist wrap. The wrist wrap in the background just has, oops, deselect. Excuse me, sir, please deselect. Excuse me, sir, please get deselected, you jerk. What the? Oh, I put my mouse on the wrong computer. I was like, why did everything stop working all of a sudden? Deselect. All right, there we go. So, yeah, so this color, and then thicker brush, and then, doop-a-doop. Yeah, if anyone asks me a question while I'm, working on art stuff, you're probably gonna get a really long-winded answer. Just because, like, when I'm working on art stuff, I don't really have, like, I have, like, enough mental bandwidth to talk about other stuff at the same time. And so I do. I talk about tons of stuff. Talk about anything anyone asks about, basically. Uh, so if anyone has questions and they want a really detailed response, now is an excellent time to ask. All right, I think these wrists are supposed to look a little more bulky. And other than that, oops, didn't actually mean to use the lighter sound. These wrists are supposed to look a little more bulky, and then that's basically it. That wrist is very simple. All right, so I'm just gonna save that so I don't lose my progress if I accidentally erase something. I'll call that done for the wrist guard for now. And then, yeah, so I'll just get rid of the old hand layers. And then, oops, wrong layer. Select all, delete. and then smoosh. Actually, I guess it's just as easy to just delete the old layer, and I'm doing that off screen, sorry. And then rename the new layer. Where'd my tool? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so yeah, and then the next up was the headpiece. So yeah, hopefully now it's gonna be a little bit, huh? Yeah, and the hat comes later? Yeah, so the reason I want to do the hat, the farmer hat, later, which is I guess a little weird, because like I was saying before, like this hat is actually kind of cool. Oh, but you've also had this hat for like a while, so I don't think it's gonna be that sad to get rid of it. Wait, hold on, I won't delete it yet. Head. Oh yeah, I'm gonna hide the bonus for a minute. And right, there's two layers to the head, so there's the front layer and the back layer. Oh yeah, actually a lot of this head wrap is gonna be on the back layer, or like at least the part that comes down in the back. um, so where was I? Oh yeah, head. So head layer 0. Let's add a new layer here, and see if we. So yeah, this hat is really simple. Or this headpiece is the head wrap is it's pretty simple. Comes down pretty low near the eyes, and then and that's in part so that even when we add the second hat piece, whatever, it's still. I should make the face, like I should draw the full head on the face, because like every time I redraw a hat, I like have to remember how big the character's head is supposed to be. I should probably just make the character's face piece like include the head, or I could just put that on a separate layer or something, because like I don't like having to guess every time. It makes me nervous that I'm like accidentally making the character's head like strangely misshapen at times. I probably am, but whatever. That's fine. Lumpy heads are fine. Nothing wrong with lumpy head. Oh wait, I don't actually want those to point so straight up, just because actually I don't even want that to be as big as I made it. Because yeah, I don't want these to be covered up by the brim of the hat when we add that in. Alright, so that's basically what the front layer goes like, although I will also add in the shading. Actually, that's a little too high. Oops. Yeah, I don't want this, the band that goes across the forehead, I want it to kind of follow like a similar line that the hat will set on later, so not that it'll be literally visible once you have the hat, I just want that to be like an equivalent sort of cut across how it breaks up the forehead. Yeah. So, doop-a-doop. Man, I used the smaller brush on the forearm, and maybe I should. Wait, how's that gonna look from a distance? Yeah, I guess like part of the reason that I really shouldn't bother using the smaller brush is that like it looks like this looks much more detailed than this does, but like when you zoom out, like all the detail gets lost. So part of the reason I shouldn't be using the smaller brush is because there's no point in doing so. So, oops, clone stamp tool. So, doop-a-doop. I tend to do like a thin, darkened outline around silhouette of a shape, like a prominent shape. Although, yeah, like I was saying before with the head, I think I did make the head a little too small. Uh, well, that's probably better. Fine, that's probably fine. Uh, it's a little more than fine, or a little beyond fine. Uh, all right, and then okay, and then yeah. So okay, I'm just gonna do like a little touch up. I might use a smaller brush, but only for sculpting, not for fine detail. I swear, just to just a little misshape in there, and then yeah. Actually, I guess using the smaller brush on silhouette is fine because silhouette actually does show up even at a distance, so it's not bad. But then, for example, if I was to go like this and like use the fine brush to draw in fine detail for the shading of these shapes, then that would be pointless. There's no point in just having done that, except for the fact that it made me feel slightly better. That's just why I did it. But whatever. I mean, I guess I don't have to feel bad about like even if it's like completely unnoticeable and like makes no difference in the long view. No, there is a reason. Okay, I was gonna say yeah, there's no harm, or like it's fine to do that, but there actually is harm there because if I spend all my time making it look good in a context where it doesn't matter whether it looks good, then for one thing, I'm not going to be making it look good. I'm not going to be spending that equivalent amount of time making it look good in a context where it does look good, or where it does matter, whether it looks good. And also, no, that was the big one. It's not going to look good if I try and make it look. If I don't spend time making it actually look good, it's not going to actually look good. So. That is a genuine risk. I mean, those tones are just very subtle. I might want to darken it a little bit. I want to choose it. Like, these are the colors that the owl used, but I might want to use slightly darker tones here. I think I might. So... Right, so that's like an example of something that, like, I could have gotten this to look fine here, but I wouldn't have noticed that whoa, that's too dark. I wouldn't have noticed that, yeah, that this tone needed to be darkened. That's too dark still. Still too dark. Alright, what is it at? It's at 39, so I'll try putting it down to 30-ish. That might be too dark. Yeah, still too dark. Alright. It doesn't need to go down by much, I guess, is apparently the lesson. Yeah, that could be good. Alright, so I probably won't redo the whole thing. But let's just go through. I'm using the fine brush. What am I doing? I'm ruining everything. Oh gosh, what have I done? That's probably fine. Although I don't like both of those lines. Although, that's another funny thing. Up close, I don't like both of those lines, but from a distance, fine, sure. Yeah, no, whatever. All good. Alright. Just going with it. Okay, so did I take off too much? Nah, that's probably. I don't care. I probably don't care about what that is. Alright, yeah, I should replace my color swatch just so I have the what? Oh, I'm not using. Wait a second. Oh, I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Yes. No, I'm drawing on a layer that's underneath the layer that I was actually trying to draw. What the chest layer, right? Yeah. So I guess I just need to replace my color swatch like so. I don't know why the color swatch is on the chest layer. Whatever. Alright. So delete that. Should I go back and redo the... Yeah, I should probably redo some detailing on the wrist guard, considering it's a little too faint. Or the wrist straps, as they were, whatever they are, those things. So I'll probably just like I won't change the detailing too much. I'll probably just go around the outside and darken those details, or just like just hopefully touch up the tone a little bit. I don't know. I guess I can hint at. Yeah. No, that's not right. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Alright, and size 2, down for the other hands layer. Let's just go in as such. Alright, that's maybe slightly better. Sure. Not really noticeable. Not a noticeable difference. And that's fine. Is it? Could be fine. Could be totally okay. Not at all bad. So I'm just gonna see if I can darken this up a little bit more. Maybe I should just redraw it. It's possible I should just redraw it, but I don't know, we'll see. Oh, that's fine. That's totally fine. Okay. So what is next? We got the wrist wraps, we got the head wrap. Oh no, we don't have the head wrap because we haven't done the part that comes down in the back. So head layer 2 is here, new layer, and doop-a-doop. So oh yeah, I'm gonna hide the chest. No, not the chest. Or not chest layer 2, chest layer 0 for a minute because I just need the shoulder pads to not be visible. Oh, there go my color swatches. Yeah, because I need, oops, what layer am I trying at? Head layer 2, layer 31. Yeah, I just need to make sure I'm drawing the part that comes down in the back to look okay without the shoulder pads, because the shoulder pads are going to disappear well before this does. And that's probably fine. Yeah. Alright, so then... Alright, we can bring back the chest. And looks fine like that as well, so good. Alright, so now we've done the head and the arms, and we can go to the legs. What did I say? Oh yeah, so with the legs I said I was going to add the leg wraps, but I think I will keep the plain clothes for later. So I'll do the leg wraps and I'll add the buckle. The buckle will be will come as part and parcel with this stuff. I'm just gonna move this over here for now. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, okay. Alright, so legs. Oh, legs. Oh, legs. Legsy, legs. How many levels are there for characters now? Right now, I think there are 50. Hold on, wait, let me double check. Right now, there are... Oh, there are 45 right now. There are 45, although I did just make the arm wraps and the head, so as soon as I export those, there'll be 47. And then, so yeah, so this is 47, this will be 48, this will be 49, and so the sickle will be level 50. So yeah, so 45 now, and then once I'm done with this, there'll be 50. Uh, yeah. Uh, huh. Okay. All right. Yeah, this won't be so bad. I only have to draw the legs once. As long as I remember to keep the leg wraps on a separate layer from the legs themselves. Yeah. Oh no, you know what I should do? Okay. I'm going to pull the old switcheroo. I'm going to. Oh, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna open a bunch of legs. A bunch of legs. Which ones in particular? Boots? No, black pants. Yes, black pants. Because these are going to be basically the pants the that get swapped out underneath the leg wraps. Because like yeah, these black pants here are basically these black pants, right? Um, Except not with sandals, but with other boots. So the reason I'm going to draw the leg wraps using these instead of using the yellow pants is the yellow pants are like a little bit baggy, and so I want the leg wraps to be like form fitting. The star above your character, yeah, that was something I added in recently, Days Flash. Characters have stars above them, or the characters with stars above them are the top characters. They're like the star players. The way you get it is by participating and succeeding in events. I mean, you can get a star. You don't necessarily have to succeed because even if you just participate the most, even if you're not like winning all of them, you can still be like in the lead. The system, like the mechanics behind it, are based on I'm calling it energy levels. It's like if you compete in an event, if you participate in an event and you win, you get a boost of energy. If you participate in an event and you don't win, you still get a little energy. You don't get as much of a boost. It tends here's my controllers. That's again. Yeah, it tends to the amount of energy you get out of an event tends to correspond to how much experience you get, except in the case of random events. If the event is random, then you get a fixed amount of energy. Like it's not it's yeah. So everyone's energy slowly drains over time. So the stars indicate the players who have the most energy. So the characters the players who have the most energy are going to be the ones who are filling up their energy, most consistently. Yeah. So you've been participating the most recently. So that is how you earn the star. Okay. Uh, what was I doing? Oh yeah, the pants. I'm gonna. Oh man, last what was it? Not last week. The week before when I was making the owl character, I think I had like 45 layers in my. Oh, how many lines of code do I have? I haven't been coding as much lately, so. Oh, and you know what I found out is that I don't think the line count is actually accurate in this program. Oh, yeah, it is. It doesn't tell you how many lines you have. It tells you what line you're on. So I'm on the very last line of the script, and I'm on line 3,732. So that's how many. Yeah, it hasn't grown that much lately. I haven't been doing as much programming lately. I'll fix that though. I'll get it sometime. Oh, thank you, Dayslash. Yeah, I wanted something that like I wanted something like so like yeah like in an event you have like who got perfect, who didn't, and then like in the broad scheme of things you have like who's highest level and who's not. But there wasn't anything in like the mid range, right? I wanted like something to aim for in like the mid range too. So that was what motivated me to add the stars and the energy. All right, yeah. So sandals. I'm gonna add in a new layer for each of these, and then I'm gonna add in a new layer on top of the new layers. So this is layer what 0. So let's go to legs layer 0. Add a new layer. Paste this in. I'm almost certain it goes at position 61, 61 because it always goes at position 61, 61. There's like a rare exception where like a foot or like a leg does not go at position 61, 61, but I don't think this is it. I guess I'll double check because it's not going to hurt. So legs, what is it, black pants, goes at 61, 61. Yeah, of course it goes at 61, 61. Always goes at 61, 61. Almost. Alright, so yeah, let's continue on. So legs layer 1, add in a new layer here, paste these, put these at 61, 61, 61, 61, and then once again, copy, these are legs layer 2, new layer, paste 61, 61, legs layer 2, 3, new layer, and one last time, copy, paste, 60, 60, 61, 61, there we go. Alright, yeah, so we don't need the feet here. We don't need the feet from these legs, so we can get rid of those. Erase. Oh yeah, right. I was like, wait, where are the feet underneath? But yeah. Alright, whoops, wrong layer. No, that's correct. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'll have to do a little touch up because like on these back feet, the baggy yellow pants actually cover up a little bit of the foot, but that's fine. Are these feet? No, these feet aren't from anything, so that'll be easy enough. I can just touch that up manually. That's not gonna be very hard. But yeah, so let's hide those. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's clean this up before we hide it, because there's just some like cruft left over here and here. Alright, let's hide that, and then yeah, so this other back foot, same story. We're gonna get rid of the sandal foot to reveal more of the shoe, but then there's gonna be a little yellow down there, and like not all of that yellow will get covered up by oh wait, I shouldn't be erasing the foot yet. I can erase the foot later. Yeah, no, sorry. I should keep the foot there just to line up the leg wrap first. So all right, let's hide chest layer 0 because that covers up a lot of stuff. Chest layer 0 is the jacket, and it just like drapes down way too far. Let's hide some of these legs because we don't need our adventure is not supposed to have quite so many legs. Oh, whoops, yeah, this, I can replace the old head layer at this point. Head 0, and where's the other one? Where's head 2? Here it is. Get rid of this one. This is the new head 2. Yeah. Alright, and then, so deactivate some of these legs. We don't need quite so many legs. You can go away, and you can go away. Alright, so yeah, right. So specifically the reason I put in these black legs, you can see like there's this yellow border coming out around the outside where you can still see the baggy yellow pants underneath the other pants. So right, so the reason I kept the feet is so that I can get rid of the yellow baggy pants for now and still be able to see excuse me, I want to still be able to see where the legs should line up to put the I'm also gonna hide chest layer 2 because chest layer 2 chest layer 2 has this like whatever, that piece is fine. I'll just leave that there. Not too distracting. Okay, so Yes, let's do. Oh yeah, my swatches. My swatches were on chest layer 0, and I, I hid chest layer 0. But whatever, I have clean swatches here now, so I can just use those. Alright. So first let's go in and just like cover up. It'll be like basically up to the. Whoops. Oh yeah, I need a new layer for this too. So let's add in a new layer here. And yeah, we can. What? Why is it not drawing now? Layer 34. Why is it not drawing? Oh, I put it in the wrong place. Wait a second. Oh. I'm looking at the back leg. I should be looking at the front leg. Where's the front leg? There it is. Okay. There we go. Alright, good. Thank you. Thank you, Respect Controllers. That is very sweet of you. Alright, so yeah, actually the leg wraps will be pretty trim, I feel like. Because they're supposed to be like, it's supposed to like, I don't know, kind of represent like getting wrapped pretty tightly. So the awkward thing about how I drew these legs, is that whenever I try and put something on the knee on this front leg, or like whenever like this thing on this back leg here. Oh yeah, sorry, my head is probably covering up what I'm trying to like reference. But like wait, hold on. Yeah, so on this back leg here, wait, is my head covering up better? Oh no, my head is covering up worse. Sorry. On this back leg here, you can see it kind of stops at the knee, but on this front leg, it actually goes like halfway up the thigh, because like this part here is like really high actually, of the leg, which is just like this isn't the first time this happened when I tried to like render it, but in order for it to look like it's the same length, I actually have to make the front. Respect Controllers, you're so nice. Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, so whatever. I just have to. This leg, I think this leg right here is just literally shorter. Like this leg is just literally shorter than the other legs, and so in order to make the shin look the same length, I have to make it actually longer. That's fine. Whatever. So, yeah, I guess that's about how far that part of the leg guard will go, or the leg wraps, and then I'll use the. No, I won't use the thin brush yet. I'll shade down the edge appropriately, as per usual, and then I'll use the shading on the front. Actually, yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't go so thin. Maybe I should make the leg wraps a little bulkier, just because they're supposed to be like they're bound tightly, but they're also supposed to be like they're either wrapped heavily, like, or like, you know, they're like overlapped a few times, or else they're just like made out of a thick material. Either way, I guess I do want them to look a little like they have a little bit of weight to them. Plus, like the actual shoes that like go with this look are not as light as the sandal, so they won't look as bulky once we restore the actual shoe, the rightful shoe. No. All right. So. Wait. Hold on. Oh yeah, I remember how I did this. I didn't use the thin brush for the dark part. I used the thick brush for the dark part, and I used the thin brush for the light part on the interior of the dark part, to get that banding. So. Yeah, I like that. That might be good enough. I guess actually for this one, I kind of wanted to go at like a steeper diagonal, maybe. Yeah. So, or not a steeper, less steep, a shallower diagonal. So like it goes more across. Because with the wrist, I wanted it to like crisscross a little bit, but with the leg wraps, I actually want it to be like more flat across. for whatever reason. I want there to be a little bit of a crisscross to it, but like not as pronounced as on the leg. Wow, so I basically just colored the whole thing dark. But whatever. Uh, yeah, that's kind of okay. Is it too? Did I wash out too much of the shading? Huh. Yeah, I might want to get a little more intentional with the lightness in some places. Because right now it's like it almost became 100% mid-tone. I like middle values just because I went over with light and dark. I feel like it just needs a little bit more highlight in some places. That could be fine. That's fine enough. Okay. Uh, okay. So, actually, I mean that's the right effect, but I didn't execute it very well. So let's fix it up a little bit. I could use a lighter color. I could just fake it by using a lighter color. Uh, huh. Hmm. I might cheat. I might just cheat it slightly. How'd that work? Would that work okay? Maybe. The legs I do tend to cheat on. Because, like, the legs, like, I have to be careful with them because, it's really easy for them to lose their shape when they're animating. So, like, that's probably fine, actually. Alright, so now what I can do is, now I can go and erase the sandaled foot. Should I do that? Yeah, I'm going to do that first just to see how it looks. So I can erase this. So from layer 32, I can erase the sandaled foot. And from layer... the other one, from leg layer 0, I can erase the yellow pant. Only as much of the yellow... Actually, yeah, so wait, hold on. So that's fine. And then, let's hide... no, not that. Let's hide the black pant. Yeah, and so then... Okay, so then on leg layer 0, I don't want to erase, like, literally all of the yellow pant. Only what the leg wrap covers, or would cover. Because, like, hypothetically, like, the pant didn't change, actually. The pant is just now underneath the leg wrap, hypothetically. Which is a little funny, because the very next thing that's going to happen is... or not the very next thing, but, like, one of the very next things that's going to happen is we're going to change pants, which means, I guess, hypothetically, that the character unwrapped their leg wraps to change their pants, and then rewrapped their leg wraps to be exactly the same. But, whatever. That's fine. Oh, and the buckle is supposed... Oops, the buckle is supposed to happen now, too. I'm pretty sure. Oops, hold on. I need my scroll bar for the canvas, not for the layers. Oh yeah, because I was going to show the bonus and use that for color picking for the buckle. So it's going to be pretty simple, I think. It's just going to be like... Wait, what layer am I on? Yeah, I'm on the layer with the leg wraps, which I guess is fine. So we'll just go like there. Yeah, that could be fine. Okay, so then, wait, maybe? No, that was fine. That was a good position. Alright, so then, let's use the slightly darker color to, fill the middle of the buckle, so it looks like it's slightly segmented. And then let's use the brighter color to highlight the edge of the buckle to make it look shiny. Bright and shiny. That, alright, well, it looks like it's at the wrong angle, but Other than that, it could look okay. And actually, I will move it slightly higher up. Just because it's too... Like, I think it was in the right position, actually, but because the right position was too close to the leg wraps, made it look weird. So, I mean, I don't have to add in the buckle right now. I could add in the buckle later. Which, like, when there's detail that's close to... Like, when there's, yeah, detail close to other detail, like even with like the head wrap, I'm doing the same thing. I'm adding them in at separate times um, just because it's easier to see them individually. And then if you see the head wrap and you see the leg wraps, then when the hat comes on and you see the back of the head wrap, you still understand what the back of the head wrap is. And same with the leg wrap and the buckle. Like, when you see them separately, it's easier sometimes to perceive what it is that you're seeing, I guess. Uh, so yeah, I'll probably, I don't know, maybe like when we give the plain clothes and the farmer's hat, maybe that's when we'll give the buckle as well. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry. All right. Sorry, one more time real quick. I'm going to turn off the microphone. I'm not actually going anywhere. I'll be right back. Sorry, just 1 second. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Uh, leg wraps. Leg wraps. All them leg wraps. Alright, we've done 1 out of the 4 leg wraps that we need to do. Oh, shoot. I changed my... Shoot. I should have jotted down what color I used for the highlighting on the leg wraps, because that's going to be... I don't know, that'll be useful information later when I have to go back and do the other ones. I should probably do it for the arm wrap too. Because, like I was saying before, like, it just becomes like, even though I'm technically using the same like 2 tones here as here, like these ones are 2 very distinct, but these ones, like, they kind of just all get like mostly like washed into middle tones, and so like you never see anything quite as light as this side, and you never see anything quite as dark as this side. So I think the shading is okay, but I kind of do want to do the same sort of like highlighting, I think, just to like bring out the strappiness of it. I think I basically just like kicked it up to, I don't know, about there, and then I just went in and oops, wrong layer. What layer was it? Hands, layer 0. It's like when is that better? Worse? Probably worse. Hold on, let me try that again. That one looks okay, I think. I'll try that. Yeah, I don't know. I might change my mind on it. Would I? No, that looks alright. I think. Yeah, because the rest of the outfit's gonna be pretty simple. Hold on, let me see what it looks like with chest area. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Oh yeah, and before I change my brush, I should before I color pick again, I should jot down. It's just a slightly lighter tone than the other one. Alright, so yeah, legs then. I'll hide the legs layer, the like one layer, layers, whatever, blah blah blah, for a minute, and then yeah, and I need to keep this as 3 separate layers because I keep the shoe, and then what I do to get the last version is I just delete the rest of the pant, the yellow pant, and keep the black leg. Oh wait, hold on. There's yeah, there's some crufty leftover leg. Oops, wrong leg. But there's some like leftover black pants. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah. Yikes. Alright, so when I'm drawing that, I should probably delete the I should probably erase the black pant before I draw over it, because it changed the shape like very subtly, but there's just a slight shift in the shape of this this leg when I got rid of that. So I mean, I guess I could have just not gotten rid of it, but I'm just gonna see if I can't restore it real quick. Just a very subtle shift. All right. Yeah. So now, yeah, so now I'll hide this leg, I guess. Well, actually, no, I can leave that there. I'll just work on the back leg. I'll hide the yellow layer, though. Or, oh, no, I guess technically I want to hide the black layer. Ugh. Yeah, I'll hide the black layer. Which is weird, but whatever. I shouldn't have deleted the foot. I should have kept the foot long enough to draw the other one. I just wanted to see how the I guess there wasn't really a correct answer, but I wanted to see like how it looked without the foot. But now I kind of wanted the foot back. Whatever. All right, this will be fine. As long as I have the leg wrap there for purposes of comparison, I should be all set with the rest of the stuff. All right, so legs layer 1. Let's or no, sorry, not legs layer 1. Legs layer 2. Yeah. Let's add in a new layer above here and do the same deal as before. First we go over it with the darker tone, and we just kind of fill it in up to the knee. Not covering the knee. Oh yeah, and like I was saying, I do kind of want to. Now that I have the rough shape of the of that, I kind of do want to. Yeah, I guess I do want to. Sorry, delete the black pen. Yeah, right, because that totally changes it. Totally changes that shape. It didn't look like I had to draw over that with the darker brown color, but I totally did. So, all right. How's that? Yeah. I can't tell if that's better now. I can't tell if that actually helped the shape or not. Whatever. I can do that last, like I did last. Whatever. Alright, so I should probably go over first with the lighter tone. Like this lighter tone, I should probably do the banding. Oh yeah. Wait, no. I mean, I don't know if this is vital exactly, but the way I had been doing it was to actually like lighten this patch and then basically redarken the whole thing, basically, because I would go back over it with dark in like mostly over like most of it. Hold on. Yeah, so I mean it basically goes completely back to dark, but then should I go with the mid light, or the first light tone, or should I just jump straight to the light tone? I wonder. I might need to go back and use the mid light tone first, because this might look weird. I should use the mid light tone first, because that looks too dramatic, too sharp. Yeah. I mean, maybe for the back leg, I don't need to go brighter than that. Maybe for the leg in the back, I can just like keep it at that. No, that looks fine. Alright, so now I'll delete the sandaled foot. And then, oh yeah, so for this one I need to restore a little bit of the, I need to trim the yellow. Yeah, it's going to be a little weird, because I have to trim the yellow off of the thick part of the leg, like here. Oops, wait, what layer, man? One layer. I need to trim this, but then like, so I need to get rid of the yellow that's overlapping the shoe, but then I have to restore it with shoe. Yeah. So shouldn't be too hard. I think there was technically a lighter tone, like a strip of lighter tone on that. They're supposed to be like going around just thinly down the side, like a slightly lighter tone. Or like over the heel or something. I can't use the thin brush too much. Instead, I'll use the thicker brush and I'll erase out the unneeded part. Wait, how did it look before I messed it up? Oh, I'm cutting too much off the top. I'm still cutting too much off the top. No, that was okay. Wait, am I? No, that was fine. Alright, yeah. Whatever, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So, if I hide this layer... Alright, yeah, so there's a subtle change in shape to the bracer. I'm not going to get the upper side. I think there is a slight change on the upper side, but the one that I want to address is this one down here. Oh, but then actually also the I guess the round, oh, cripes. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Yeah, I want to get the lower edge here to come down a little further, and then the roundness too, because it got a little flat against the leg. So I'm gonna have to cheat it back a little bit, but I just want it to seem like it's, because yeah, it's supposed to, like, these are supposed to be strapped around the leg. So actually, I guess technically I want to restore a little bit of the yellow then. Restore layer. Restore some of the yellow so that it's not revealing emptiness underneath. Alright, that should be fine. Cool. So, yeah, let's, alright, so that's two of the legs, and then, so the legs, unlike a lot of the character, the legs legit animate, or they have two separate frames of animation as the character walks. A lot of the characters stays fairly static, but, yeah. So I'm just gonna look at the, game graphics again, because I still, yeah, I'm pretty sure the change that we made to the backgrounds is correct. I mean, one thing I could try, actually, though, is to add more parallax. I think part of the reason that I never noticed that the backgrounds were moving too fast is that the foregrounds were not moving too fast. So, oh, wait. Oh no, I can't really change the speed of the foregrounds and backgrounds relative to each other, because some of the there's some dependencies in the way the environments transition. So this is probably fun. I mean, this is the way it's always parallaxed, so if I change the way to parallax, that would be a little weird, actually. the foreground moves, like the very foreground, like this little tree in the very foreground moves 4 times as fast as the very background. The near ground moves 3 times as fast. The mid ground moves twice as fast, and everything, etc., etc. I don't know. I mean, I could hypothetically change that, but only to a certain extent. There is actually a limit to the extent to which I could change that before I'd have to make other more radical changes to some of the environments. Okay. Cool. So, let's do what? Yeah, more legs. More legs. All the legs. So I'm just gonna hide what we've done on these legs so far completely, just all together. I'm gonna switch over to the other frame of animation, which is, oh, yeah. And so when I switch, I should also switch the chest, because that technically would happen. Because yeah, unlike a lot of the chests, that jacket, the chest actually animates, because as you walk, your legs like swish against the sides of the jacket, and it flaps out a little bit, just as a jacket would, because it's a long jacket, right? As you walk, there would be movement there. All right, so legs, 1 and layer 33, and then legs 3 and layer 35. So like before, I like that there's just like a thin yellow outline around the black pants. It's cute. Okay. Excuse me. I've been streaming for 8 hours so far today, in case anyone's counting. Legs. Yeah, so legs 1, or layer 33. Let's add a new layer above that, and then once again. Oh, yeah, whatever. Alright, hold on. You know what I usually do, just so I can get the legs looking like they all work together correctly, is oops. The mask is left over from the brigand outfit. Yeah, no, you know what I do to get the legs looking like they actually go together is I take a screenshot of the first frame of animation so that I can compare without having to like click and unclick and re-click and like click clickety click click all these different layers every time I want to compare the two. Yeah, whatever, this is fine. Good enough. Print screen, file new. Whoa, why is it so narrow? Oh, it took a technically I had the layers bar selected, so it took a screenshot of the layers bar. Fun. Alright, span canvas. Alright, so yeah, now we have that as comparison, and so we can just check that out every time we need to see how we're doing compared to what we've done. Whoops. So legs 3, layer 35, hide these. And then yeah, leg 0. Oops. There we go. That's easier to compare than to. Oh, I can close these other tabs too. I don't need all of these open anymore. So yeah, and then all right. So yes, yes indeed. Yeah. That's some game dev. That is some quality game dev we got going on. Excuse me. Just stretching a little bit. Sorry. Okay. So first order of business, the darker tone. Actually, no, I guess technically the way I'd been doing it before was to go into the lighter tone first. And it did kind of matter. Oops, wrong layer. ultimately it did work best when I kind of followed the same steps, because when I veered and kind of like skipped a step, it came up with like